What is going on, people? Welcome back. It's your boy Minhaz, and in today's video I want to share with you one quote. The ego wants to want more than it wants to have. You see, let me say that again. The ego wants to want more than it wants to have. You see, when you truly understand what I mean by this, you will transform your life. You will know what it takes to create the life that you dream of. So let's just get straight into the video. Boom. Okay, so what do I mean by this, alright? What did Eckhart Tolle mean by this when he wrote this quote? The ego wants to want more than it wants to have. You see, your mind is built to keep you where you are. The ego, it has one purpose: to keep you safe and comfortable. Meaning it will do whatever it can in its power to keep you exactly where you are. You see, we convince ourselves that we want this, we want that, we want this. But the truth is, the desire itself is what we crave. We don't actually crave the reality of having it. This goes so deep that every single student that I'm working with, we currently go this within the first week of the program, where I make you understand that the ego craves for desire. It doesn't actually want to have it, because having the desire means a different identity. You will be a different person when you have the very thing that you crave for. But whereas when you're craving for something, you are another person. Having it is another person. You see, for example, a lot of, imagine this: when you were a kid and you wanted the latest phone, right? Do you remember the feeling of wanting the phone? It was like a desire. It's like you feel like you're missing out. You built a whole identity around, I don't have it, I can't wait for it to come. And the day it comes, what happens? Within 2 weeks, after begging to your parents to get it, right? Within 2 weeks, it's like, it's normal. It's a part of your day-to-day. You don't look at it as, oh my god, I got a brand new phone, guys. You don't go showing everyone that you go around. It's a different reality. It's a different identity. Now, the reason I use a phone is because these phones you can easily get nowadays on a contract, right? They're very cheap. Now, what about your dreams? Understand that when it comes to your dreams, it's a greater challenge, because we're not talking about a phone here anymore. We're talking about a dream, completely different reality that will defy who you currently are. You see, the person that you are today won't be able to step into the reality that you wish for. Why do I say that so confidently? Because you are in a different reality right now. So whatever you seek for, you must become the person that you need to be to have that reality. You see, that's how the law of attraction works. That's how the law of vibration works. You must become the person you need to be, and your external reality will simply mirror that back at you. Whereas right now, whatever your reality is mirroring back at you, that's who you currently are. You are the person that deserves the reality you are in. Now, of course, this goes deep, but I'm talking about dreams here. I'm not talking about suffering and pain. You see, but then when you go deeper into metaphysics, suffering and pain is a reality of what's the suffering and pain that we carry within us. Now, of course, when it comes to things that are out of your control, like death, I believe when death comes knocking, you should be ready to open the door, because you have no choice. First of all. Second of all, life and death is just as important. For you to truly find peace in life, you must find peace in death. This is why I take my faith so seriously, because I want to be ready when that time comes. When that time comes, and when death comes knocking at my door, I am ready. That is one of my main reasons that I pray. Pray to Allah 5 times a day. And I want you guys to realize something here. The ego wants to want more than it wants to have. Let's use relationships, for example. How many people do you know that want to be in a relationship? And yet when you go to their own homes, you see the relationship they have with their family and siblings and their mom and dad. And then they seek for an intimate relationship, and they can't even handle the ones that are already around them. They will never be able to handle an intimate relationship. And if they do manage to get into one, it will be toxic AF. Right? I was gonna swear, but got to remember the dean. Toxic AF. It'll be so toxic that it'll be a reflection of the pain and suffering that they have within them. But whereas if you wish to become a very loving and caring partner and attract that into your life, you must be a loving and caring person to the people that are already in your life. You see, that's why the ego wants to want more than it wants to have, because you are not prepared to do what you need to do. If you were that person who had the loving and caring intimate relationship with a partner, you would be automatically more loving and caring with your parents, your siblings, your family and friends. Boom. You get the point now. You see, a lot of people are in a reality where they don't even like looking at their own bank accounts, and then they want to be a millionaire. What are you talking about? You don't even like opening your own bank account. You don't even know where your bank cards are. For example, if that's you, no, they got you, but I'm just saying. If you don't even like paying your bills, if you don't pay your bills on time because you don't check, or you're not organized, and then you want to be a millionaire and you can't even handle your £1,000 a month or $1,000 a month account. So many people want to grow their business and yet they can't even show up like it's a business. It's still a hobby. They're posting one piece of content every month. You must treat it like a business for it to become one. You must become the person you would be if you already had it. You must think from the goal, not of the goal. You see, we are living in a society where we're all lusting and craving for that reality, but we're not willing to do what it takes to become the person we need to be. You see, you must become first. Don't expect it. You expect it. It's a dream. You're dreaming. You must make it for it to become a reality. You must be able to handle the dream that you're asking for. Meaning you must become the person that can handle that reality. Then Allah will give it to you. Whereas if you are in a situation where you're craving, you will never have it. You literally have created an identity around wanting, desire. Not an identity of I already have it. You see, this is advanced law of attraction right here. You must become. When the moment this manifested for me as a full-time job is the moment I went full-time. Before I went full-time, I quit my day job and I risked everything. I went all in. But as long as I had a side job there, keeping me safe and comfortable, this was never going to be a full-time thing because I was just in and out of here. Every time I was posting stuff, I was doing it once every 2 weeks. But whereas as soon as I quit my job, I went all in. Now, if you look at my videos on my podcast channel, we're in over 200 episodes right now. I went all in. I literally started my podcast channel last year, 2020. Made over 200 podcast episodes by right now. And we've just started January. Understand that I went full-time before I had to, it was full-time. I committed fully. I became the person that I would have been if it was a full-time job for me. And guess what? It's a full-time job for me now. Alhamdulillah. Wow. And I want you guys to understand this. This is a concept of the mind that, the ego wants to want more than it wants to have. What do I mean by the ego? The mind, the thoughts, the beliefs. We literally think as if we are still seeking for it. When you are a seeker, you are a seeker. For you to have it, you must become the person that already has it. And you will manifest it. That's how the law of attraction works. Now, there's no complications to it. You don't even need to believe in this process. You must just simply become. You must become the person you would be if you already had the thing that you desire. And if you cannot, you will not have it. It does not work the other way around. We are literally, we're working with the law of nature here. With the laws of the universe that was provided to us by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now you must honor them. Because if you don't, you are missing out. You're going to be suffering and hustling, and you're constantly going to be getting into relationships and not worrying why. You're going to feel like you're the person that just can't fall in love. You are cursed. No, you're just attached to the reality you're living. You're addicted to it. You're addicted to suffering. You must let go of this. You must become. Meaning implement the habits and the reality of what it would look like if you already had it. Because so many of us want a different reality, but we're not even doing things from that reality. We're doing things from the desire. We're doing things from the lack of where we are, of what we want. So we are reinforcing the current reality. Whereas for you to create a new reality, you ask yourself this question. Let me break it down for you. Let me really give you some direction here. You ask yourself, who would I be? What would I do? Right? You name the characteristics and the habits that you will have. And you start implementing them step by step, one at a time, until it becomes normal. Until it feels normal. And you no longer feel like it's effort. Until, like, for example, if you need to wake up earlier than you do because your business needs your attention, so you can post a day, because if you had a business full time, you would do that, then you must do that. And until that feels normal, don't stop. At first, there will be resistance because your old self doesn't want to do this. It does not feel comfortable doing this. You must push yourself. This is where discipline is necessary. Until it feels normal, it won't be normal. And when it feels normal, I'm telling you, the external reality will show that back. It will mirror the change back at you. Because the person that I had to do, like for me to become a full-time coach, I had to become a coach first. I had to learn how to become a coach. I had to teach myself how to become a coach. I had to invest into mentors. I had to invest into the business strategies and understanding of what it takes to show up as a coach. And then that information, I fully committed to it. And then that information allowed me to step into it fully. And at first, there was so much resistance. There was so much discomfort. But now it feels easy. Now it feels effortless. Now I'm in the beginning of this journey now. I've stepped into that reality. I've become the person I wanted to be. And guess what? My external reality is mirroring that back at me. It's a beautiful journey, guys. And it actually is not that difficult. The difficult part is letting go of our old identity. That's the truth. That's the true work. The real work isn't like, if I told you the shops are down that way and I told you, you must just simply put one foot in front of the other, you will get there. Now, I know because I've been there. That's usually most successful people who've achieved what it is that you wish to achieve, regardless of what you define success as. Understand that when they tell you the direction is that way, you must simply put one foot in front of the other. You will get there. But why is it difficult for us? Because we are not willing to let go of what we are carrying on, which is slowing us down from taking each step, which is usually the beliefs and the trauma and the pain of who we are or who we have been. We carry these stories of, I'm not good enough, I look like this, or, I'm not, like, the world's hard. We can come up with a million different pain and trauma. But understand that when you take a step forward, the pain and trauma that you've been living with will come up. And in that moment, you have two options. You either take a step back and reinforce it, or you step forward and you feel it. As you feel it, you heal it. So let's take a moment before I end this episode. Take a deep breath in with me right now. And a deep breath out. Remember, guys, awareness is key when it comes to manifesting the life that you want. So do not put too much pressure on yourself to understand this. Simply watch this video again. And remember, guys, if you haven't watched my last episode, go check it out, because that's where I break down how you can really master the ego. Because you don't need to believe in putting one foot in front of the other. You do not need to believe in that the shop is over there. When someone tells you, you just simply must walk that way. You must just put one foot in front of the other and go that way. When Allah shows you, when God guides you, whatever you believe in, when they show you where you must go, when He shows you where you must go, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shows you what direction you must go, you simply put one foot in front of the other and you will get there. I promise you that. It does not matter whether you believe in this or not. This information applies to everyone. Every single one of you watching this. And trust me, I say this because my life is the proof. I am living proof of this. It took me a long time to even believe in this, but I believe in this with my life now, because I was that person that was putting one foot in front of the other. I didn't know where I was going. It was scary because I literally had to let go of who I was to get to that. I had to change so many of my lifestyle, my choices. That's why if you look back at my old videos, it was different place, different reality, different me. Now you see a different me. You see a committed version of Minhaz. Now this is my journey, this is my path. I hope this inspired you. And if you haven't checked out my podcast episodes, go check it out. There'll be a link down below. And if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe for me, please, because that will really help me get my channel to at least 1,000 subscribers, which might take me 5 years, which might take me 10 years. Who knows? But I'll be still here posting up for you guys and my beautiful students who are in the program. Now, if you are interested in the program, I will be launching more announcements on that. So that's why you want to subscribe. Make sure you're following me on Instagram. That's where I share with you my personal journey and more announcements on the program, which is currently booked out. I'm not taking any more people right now, but on February I will be. So make sure you're tuning in till then. Other than that, I hope to see you guys soon. Peace and love and salam alaikum.